Hi there, it's me again, Abdullah Samir. So people ask me, what if you're wrong? What if Allah is real? What if we're all going to hell for disbelieving in Him? Are you truly sure that Islam is false? And the Day of Judgment is not real? What if God is real and He's going to throw us all in hell for rejecting Him and His Prophet? Well, isn't it safer just to believe in Islam just in case? Shouldn't we just become Muslim just in case? Well, first of all, my answer would be, can you choose what you believe? Can you believe just in case? Can you say, I'm going to be Muslim just in case? I'm not sure, I have my doubts about Islam, but I'm just going to say La ilaha illallah, but really in my heart, it doesn't make sense to me. I have my doubts. Islam doesn't make sense, it doesn't add up. So first of all, we can't choose what we believe. We cannot. You believe what you believe. If you can choose what you believe, right now I want you to believe there's an intergalactic space alien flying above your head and is about to go in your nose. Try believing that. Did it work? Do you believe there's an alien above your head? I don't see him. But he's there. Just believe me. I'm sure you can choose to believe, right? If you can't choose to believe, then, well, the next question, how do you know that this is the right religion? What if God is actually Odin or Thor or one of the other religions? What if Jesus is the Lord? What if Krishna is the Lord? There's many possibilities. We got to look into each and every single one of them. Not to mention, what if none of them is true? Then you've actually gambled away the one and only life that you have. And you have nothing. And what does a religion come with? It comes with many things that influence you in your life. Every decision you make has to be done in regards to what the religion dictates to you. You want to get a job? Well, especially Islam, certain jobs are haram, forbidden. Can't work at a bank, shouldn't be involved in interest because riba is cursed by Allah. Can't work at a store that sells alcohol, or if you do, you may feel guilty about it. What about restaurants which are not halal? In Canada, majority of restaurants sell haram food and drink. You know, there's many sacrifices. If you're a woman, you have to cover your hair and dress up in a very, let's say, conservative clothing. You know, my wife used to, when we wanted to go swimming, she used to feel like she had to wear like a burkini or something, something to cover up fully. I mean, this is quite a burden, right? Especially in summer when it's hot, you're going out with a jilbab. Jilbab is like the long covered outer garment that you wear on top of the regular clothing. When you're going to eat, you have to, everything you eat has to be in regards to the religion as well. Certain foods you can eat, certain foods you can't eat. Some people think shellfish is haram in their religions, right? Crabs, oysters. When it comes to like even sleeping with your wife, I mean, there's like certain times you can and cannot sleep with her, right? Every decision in your life is going to be influenced by this ideology. So it's not a free choice. It's not the safe bet. Not at all. Because what you're doing is, if you only have one life, you're giving up your one and only life in exchange for something that might not be real. So look into it, find out for sure, look into the evidence, and to answer the question, yes, I'm sure Islam is false. I'm 100% sure. If I wasn't sure, I wouldn't be making these videos and I wouldn't be telling my family not to believe. But because I do, it's because I want them to know and I want everyone to know that the evidence doesn't add up. And it's not a safe bet to believe just in case, not at all. You may be gambling 100% away for nothing. And where's the safety in that? What you need to do, what I need to do, what we all need to do, spend the time, look into it, find out for sure what makes sense. Find out, is Islam true? Does the evidence lead you to believe that Allah is a real entity who spoke to Prophet Muhammad 1400 years ago and sent him a book which he left for all of mankind, and anyone that rejects this book will be burned in the blaze of the fire. The majority of people think it'll be an eternal blaze where you will roast forever and ever like a chicken barbecue, and the minority think that eventually you'll stop existing, but for a long period of time you will be burned. Do you really think God is like this? What's the evidence? Look at the book, look at the claims it makes. Does it add up? Don't say just in case. Say, I'm going to find out, I'm going to look into it, and I'm going to make the best decision. And then after all that, when you meet God, if God exists and He's real and He is Allah, you tell Him, evidence didn't add up. I saw holes in the evidence based on the world that you gave us and based on the book that you sent us. It didn't make sense to me. Why would that God, if He's just, why would He torture you in hell for rejecting something based on evidence? Does He want evidence or does He want blind faith? And if God created a world where He wanted blind faith, you would never know what the true religion was. If that's what He values, blind faith, then we're all screwed, because none of the religions can be right. All of them can be wrong, because if you're following blind faith, there's no basis to choose one over the other. Hence, if He values evidence, and He seems to value evidence, otherwise He wouldn't have sent the Quran and He wouldn't have sent, all those miracles to previous prophets, then look at the evidence. Find out what makes sense and go with that. Thanks. Take care. Bye.